Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time to visit with our friends from Westside Auto Pros. And in for Ron the Car Guy today is Joe the Car Guy, General Manager over at Westside Auto Pros. Good to see you.
Yeah.
So you are here to answer some questions and to give people some things to think about before they have their car repaired.
Absolutely, yeah. Before having your car repaired, you should know these items so that you're comfortable with what's going to take place.
And you would probably be the person that they're talking to, because a lot of these maybe be all over the phone before the maintenance even happens, or maybe even when you come and see your smiling face at the desk when they come into Westside Auto Pros. These are the questions that people should be asking.
Yeah, yep, exactly. Whether it be, we call you and we tell you these are the repairs that need done, or any shop when they call you and let you know what's going on. These are the things that you should feel comfortable with before you pull the trigger.
And these are the questions that the repair shop would not have a problem answering either.
Absolutely not. If they can't answer one, it's red flag time and at least time to reassess where you're at or what's going on.
Okay, so let's talk about those 4 questions.
Absolutely. The first one is are there any options or variations of the repair that can be done? What I mean by that sometimes is you can get a remanufactured part, you can get a reconditioned part. Depending on the situation, you might be able to get a used part from a salvage yard. Those are all cost savings options. And then sometimes there's also labor savings. If you're doing a water pump, it might be a good time to do radiator hoses. And it's going to save you.
Have it apart.
Yeah, it's going to save you labor time because some of those components are coming apart.
Okay, so it isn't necessarily them trying to sell you more things. It's like, hey, since we have it apart, do you want to just do this at the same time?
Exactly, yeah. And chances are if your car's more than 6 years old in the example that I gave, you need that anyway. So we're not selling you something you don't need, but at the same time, it is helping out your pocketbook long term.
Now, are there situations where it's like, that's not going to be a situation that can help this? You have to get a new piece, or is there always opportunity for something different?
90% of the time there's options available.
Okay. Good to know.
And it kind of rolls into the second one, which is what's the warranty on the work that you're performing. The warranty can vary off of those parts. If we get a used part from a salvage yard to help save cost,
probably is no warranty.
You might get a 90-day part-only warranty, where they would give you another part, but if it fails, you're stuck paying labor again.
Right.
But maybe that's what fits the pocketbook. The standard line on warranties, 12 months, 12,000 miles, whichever comes first. I've seen as little as 90 days on new parts.
Really?
If that's the case, either hang up or leave. That should not exist.
Now, these OEM parts or not?
A lot of times, the OEM parts will carry the same warranty, whether it be 12 months. A lot of places are going to a 24-month, 24,000-mile warranty to add some value into it. Plus, a lot of parts are getting better quality even in the aftermarket. So if they're buying from a reputable place, then they'll be able to provide that for you. Then there's ones that are called, I call marketing warranties, where lifetime warranty or 4 years, 50,000 miles.
Right.
And there's always an asterisk or a catch. One of the things is you might have to perform all of your service work there in the exact order that they tell you when they tell you to do it in order to get that.
Okay.
It can be good and bad, but chances are they're not going to be there in 4 years.
What's the typical culprit on this one? What's the typical part that they have, like, say, a lifetime warranty on?
They can put it on anything that they choose. A lot of times you'll see, like, wheel bearings. You might see the lifetime brake pad service.
Okay, that's the one I was thinking of, yeah.
Yep. Okay. And brakes are going to wear out, so there's some sort of catch to that.
All right.
So keep that in mind. Look for that little asterisk there. All right. If you, let's say, perform the repair, and it doesn't fix the car, what's next?
Yep, then that's a very valid question, because when AAA does their automotive survey, the number one complaint is the car wasn't fixed right the first time.
Okay.
And everybody that works in every shop that I know of is human, and at some point we'll make a mistake. It's not if, but when.
Right.
The biggest thing is making sure that somebody's going to take care of that when that happens. So you should be finding out what you need to know going into it.
So how do you approach that? You say, if you guys don't fix it, are you going to take it back and try it again, or how do you approach that?
The biggest, or the best approach, I should say, for a consumer is just say, if this doesn't fix it, what are we going to do? That way you're not necessarily questioning
their ability,
right, or to handle the situation, but you're asking what happens if, because there is an if.
Right.
In most places have a process set up in place that they know what they're going to do, whether it be they take care of that first repair at no charge or what have you.
And
There's different things.
And kind of hearing their reaction will let you know maybe what kind of shop it's going to be.
Yeah,
again,
yeah,
it could be red flag time again.
Yeah,
yep. Speaking of red flag time, people have a lot of red flags when it comes to what the cost is going to be when you get an estimate.
Absolutely. If you're getting an estimate, make sure it includes all taxes, all shop supplies, all hazmat, environmental, anything else that they can possibly put on there. Most shops are going to give you parts and labor only, and you're going to show up and it's going to be 12 to 15% higher because they didn't count for the 6% sales tax, they didn't count for shop fees.
And the shop fees are the disposal fees and things like that.
Yep, disposal fees. I mean, we've got, licenses that we have to have for hazmat and stuff, and that all ends up ultimately on the consumer through small percentages, but it can really add up on your bill if you have a $1,000 ticket.
Right.
You bring $1,000, you actually could be at, $1,150.
Right.
All right, some things to keep in mind. So people have any other questions about this, Joe, easy to get a hold of you right there?
Absolutely. You can call us at 225-9090, or you can come on down to 1901 Northwest 92nd Court in Clive, and we'll be happy to help you.
Okay, I want to talk to Joe, the car guy.
I got some questions to ask.
All right, buddy, take care, man. You be good.
You bet.
All right, 19 minutes.
Tragedy, mistakes, regret are a part of life. When bad things happen to good people, those good people need great lawyers. Sooner or later, you may need us. We're GRL Law, dedicated to protecting the rights of Iowans. Visit grllaw.com for a quick consultation.